Hi, my name is Mary Wong, and I'm a registered traditional Chinese medicine practitioner and acupuncturist in downtown Toronto, and founder of Alive Holistic Health Clinic, author of Pathways to Pregnancy. And tonight we're going to talk about DIY, do-it-yourself acupressure at home to ease your stress. Because guess what? Everyone has stress. And tonight I have a special guest, Joanne Alafries. Pardon me, I practiced it and I lost it now. And Joanne here is also a licensed acupuncturist in Toronto, and she's
co-founder Toronto Acubirthing.
So I'm really honored to have her here, and as we demonstrate, what it will do is I'll do it on you, I guess.
Sure.
And what I find is people don't have a long attention span. So we're going to make it really simple. We're going to choose 3 points, and I'm going to do an alternate for those people that are in flux, either in first trimester of pregnancy or waiting to see if you're pregnant. So there are certain points we don't like to use, but there are certainly other points that we can totally use. So it was difficult to decide 3 points, but I did it anyway, and because I'm looking at what's the most relevant thing. Well, the very first thing is that there's this natural desire to have this child, and when there's an unfulfilled desire, then it impacts the energy of our livers. And there are the meridian energy pathways, for those of you that have no clue about acupuncture, which I'm not teaching, by the way, we really want to look at the energy of the liver, because really the physiological liver, we look at it and say, oh gee, it's a detox organ. So when we have our emotional toxins or things that build up over time, well, it can impact us both physically, emotionally, and then all the way down to our cellular level. So at home, you can practice this, and it's very easy. So first of all, I just realized we're sitting down, and I don't know how we're going to show the leg.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, so why don't we stand up? You won't see our face, but that's okay. You'll hear the voice.
Whose leg?
So why don't you show your leg so that... Oh, dear.
Oh,
okay, how are we going to do this?
Okay, we'll do.
We're going to lift her leg up. And I'm going to undo this. Is that
Sure,
is that
we'll
okay?
lift it
Oh my
higher.
gosh.
I know, there we
okay,
go.
so hopefully we're not going to have an accident. So as you can see, this is the inside of her leg. So not the outside, the inside of her leg. Okay? And we're going to divide the leg into 3 parts. So this is the protuberance. So the highest point of the inside of the ankle. Okay? And then you're going to count this as like base 0. Okay? And then we're going to take the bottom of the knee, like right here, and we're going to divide it into 3 parts. So 1, 2, 3, like that. So really, it's the lower third. Of course, I've been doing this for a long time, so I just kind of go like that. I just kind of feel it, and I can feel the little dip. And where the dip is really, this is the anterior tibialis bone, so your shin bone, and where it drops, there's this little groove, okay? So in Chinese medicine, we say it's 5 chin up. So really it's like you have your 4 fingers and then a little bit above that, okay? But really, you can kind of find it because it can kind of just feel tender. Does that feel tender?
Yes. Good
Okay.
Tender, but tender.
Yeah, so we're literally pressing into it. Can you see? I'm
My
sorry,
leg.
are
No,
you
it's
okay?
I'm using my core muscles right now.
We're giving Joanne a really good workout as we do this. So we just press into it. We engage into it. Like, so don't freak yourself out and press like really hard immediately. But, we start in slow and then we go into it deeper and deeper. How does it feel?
It feels nice. Not too
Okay,
bad.
It's not too bad. And so, you're not here to hurt yourself, but you definitely want to engage into that point. So one way to do that is literally just pressing and holding and sitting and being with it. And then the other way is to, once you get into that depth of where it's just comfortable, you do like a little, at the same depth, you do a little circular motion. How's that feel?
That feels nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very comfortable. It's comfortable at all times.
Okay.
But yeah, it feels nice.
Aside from you holding the leg up.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about that. I'll have to work on something
So
else. afterwards.
otherwise, when we should have had someone
It's
use
okay.
the camera.
It's okay.
Okay, so there's that. So that's easy, right? Was that easy? You can comment if you want, and if there's any questions about it, certainly you can do that. Okay, so that's point number one. And again, like when we have that unfulfilled desire and you're feeling like angst about it or like angry, that's a great point to go. And the great thing is, if you were to just cross your legs at your desk, even at work, you can do this. It's so easy. I wish you could see this. Hang on.
I'm going to hold it for
yeah,
you.
okay,
Well,
sure.
let me try. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, why don't we do that?
Okay.
Why don't you just point it at me and I'll show you. Show you my lovely legs.
Here it is.
Okay, so again, we're going to do, so in fact, it's actually easier this way because you see the crease of the leg, right? By the knee. So you divide it by 3, and it's the lower third. And it's from the anterior tibialis, the shin bone, and where it drops in. And you can use your thumb when you're sitting, you're at a meeting, a conference call, whatever, you can actually just use this point. So you can do it at work, you can do it anywhere, you can do it on the subway, right? Watching TV, and it feels good. And of course, you do it on both legs. So,
There we go.
Hopefully you're not seeing my underwear as you do this, but that's okay.
Sorry, I'm at a weird angle. Here we
No,
go.
that's okay. All right. Oh, it feels good. I could do this all night long.
It should be comfortable at all times, but it's like a slight ache, but feels good.
Mm-hmm, totally.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing to add in though, so if you go to my shoulders, yeah,
Okay.
when I press, you shouldn't be like this trying to get at the point. So you want to also breathe into it, and then your shoulders are relaxed. You might want to close your eyes. Of course, if you're doing this at the meeting, you probably don't want to close your eyes. But you can do it at the meeting. No one would notice. Maybe it'll keep you awake and alert and not angry. I don't know, something. All right, next point. So, Tong Li, okay? This is on the heart meridian, and what I love about this, so if it's about 1 inch away from your wrist crease. So, you have a wrist crease right here. That's easy to find. This is the radius, this is the ulna. So the second bone. So there's 2 bones that's comprised for your arm, right? And so it's by this outside, by the pinky, okay? And so I'm going to show you because it's hard to see. So it's on the palmar aspect, and it's about 1 inch down. And when you press on it, it actually, again, is a little tender. I'm doing a little awkward, like when you do it at home, it's probably more down like this and rested on a table, rested on your lap, and then I just use my thumb, and same thing, I press into it without hurting myself, but it feels good, like there's a nice little dull ache with it. Oh,
sorry.
yeah, that's okay. So it's like this. And what I love about this is there's a condition in Chinese medicine, we call it plum pit qi. And what that really means is the symptom is that you feel like you can't swallow, right? This energetically things are really stuck in the chest. And oftentimes when I ask women, oh gee, where do you feel the stress in the body? Well, a lot of people actually hold it in here. And when that unfulfilled desire to have a child is kind of stuck in our bodies, it's retained somewhere, and some people literally feel it here, difficult to swallow, like someone sitting on my chest compression, even palpitation. People get anxiety, palpitation, depression, all those kinds of things. That impacts it, and this will help it. And it's very good for relaxation once again, and very safe for anyone going through it. All right, so this is number 2. The third one I'm showing you is literally at the top of your shoulders. Okay? Yeah, no, you're good. You're showing. Okay. So if we're to look at the shoulder, this is the top of the shoulder. I don't know if you can see it. It's like the height of the shoulder. And really, most people also get tenderness here. And the reason why I say I'm going to add a 4th point is because we do not use this point when you're in that place of uncertainty about being pregnant or not pregnant. There are times when we do utilize this, but you're untrained, so not for you if you're anywhere past ovulation or if you're actually pregnant. So let's not do that in the first trimester, okay? So again, this is Jianjing. So the shoulder corner where it's like a bubbling spring, it allows things to open up, I love using this point. Anybody who's seen me for acupuncture, I love using this point. So we use this often, and again, it feels good, and we can do it more than just pressure itself, right? I say it's probably easier to do a cross arm for yourself, right? And then you can just press into it. I use like the middle 2 fingers really, because then it's easier, and you can kind of do what I call like a little rubbing and circular motions to help that area. If you have a partner that can help you, you can literally, if you can take it, you can literally put your elbows down on those shoulders, because sometimes it can take a lot of pressure because it gets so tight. Okay, so the alternative to this on the same meridian channel is now into the head.
Come closer.
Okay, so, and I think it's easiest to actually use your thumb. So I'm cupping my head and I'm using my thumbs. And again, that feels really good. And this one is safe for anybody. And I find also this one's good for people that have tight jaws. So if you have tight jaws, this is a good one to actually do. And it helps to release that, okay? You know what? I lied. I'm going to add one more. Is that okay? Is that too much for you guys to handle? One more. One more is this one. Again, people get so tight in the chest. And I love this one. We call this a window of the sky because it helps to open up everything that gets bottled up internally. And so if you look at my clavicle, so I'm going to try to stick it out more, which is the collarbone. We call this collarbone, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So if we're to take the nipple line and to the midline, we're dividing it in half. And it's literally just under the collarbone. And it feels a little sensitive. And this one's a great one too. But you know what? When you do it at home, just pick 3, because otherwise it gets too confusing. It feels good.
That's good.
Any comments? Any additions, Joanne?
No, but you can also teach your partner to do it for you, and that's also really nice.
Yes.
You can do that. And yin tang's also a nice one.
Yes.
And that's a nice, easy one to
But
do.
see, that was part of my list.
I know.
But there's
Sorry,
too many.
because I added
so
it.
you know
Sorry.
what? Okay, no, we're not going to be sorry. Joanne talked about yin tang, which is this point right here, which I love. And
Yeah,
in fact,
it's easy to get at.
it's totally easy to get at. And personally for me, I did a easy peasy, what did I call it? Easy peasy, super sleepy acupressure. And for that one, I did add yin tang.
Mm-hmm.
And it is great, because if you're going to sleep and you're overthinking, I literally lie down
I'll
like
do it with
this.
you.
I'm lying on my side and in bed, and I'm like just pointing at
Yeah, it's
this.
a nice
And it's very light, super light. And I'm going to even say the double bonus to this is with us aging women. It's like acupressure Botox, right? Because like you'll decrease the line,
Yeah.
you feel good, you're going to sleep well, you'll dream nice, or forget about your dreams anyway, one or the other. But I think that's it. So what inspired me for this post, by the way, is I'm here taking a little time out, and so thank you for joining me.
My pleasure.
Because Joanne is part of the AcuBirthing team, and we're here at a workshop with Claudia Sitkovitz, who is a renowned licensed acupuncturist from the States, and she deals with labor and delivery using acupressure. But she's a licensed acupuncturist, and she's been doing this for, I guess, over a decade anyway, 14 years or so. But I wanted to bring it back to fertility because this all relates back. Like acupressure can be used at any time, and certainly our conversation is more about trying to conceive at this point. But really, what we're showing you is for anybody, anytime.
Yep. Home care, self-care.
Home self-care. So thank you for watching. And, Sandro, hello.
Hello.
What are you doing up? It's so late. He should be practicing some of these acupressure points. So that's it for tonight. So thank you for watching. Please join me next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when we're going to go through your household goods and talk about safe, non-toxic home, green in your home, which is fertility friendly and health friendly, right? Prevention of everything. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday. And so be here or be square. Please check out my book, Pathways to Pregnancy, more of my posts, and like my page, and check out my webpage, which is marywong.life. I'm doing a lot of commands here, but check it out and see you next week. Take care. Thanks, Joanne.
Bye. Thanks for having me. Thanks, Mary.